The estate was a palace after midnight. Silent, vast, watchful. Cameras blinked red in corners. The halls were lit only by the occasional lamp, left on like a warning, or a beacon. Martha's room sat at the far end of the guest wing. Removed enough for privacy, close enough for surveillance. The bureau had bugs in the ventilation, one hidden in the headboard, another in the vanity lamp. All muted now. Gabriel had made sure of it. He was 2 doors down, in his own room. Probably asleep, or pretending. They'd been trained to work like shadows. Together in public, invisible in private. They didn't ask questions. They didn't need to. Martha stood barefoot by the window, the hem of her silk robe brushing the top of her thigh. She wasn't cold, not really, but her skin felt alive with something she couldn't name. Charged. Electric. Her breath carried an edge. Her body buzzed with the ache of something that hadn't happened yet, but was coming, as if inevitable. Then came the knock. Not loud. Not hesitant. 3 soft taps, a rhythm that somehow already felt like it belonged. Martha opened the door. Fina stood there, barefoot, in a slip of silver fabric that clung to her body like water. Her hair was loose. No jewelry. No makeup. Just heat. Just intention. Her lips were parted. Her chest rising and falling with quiet urgency. She didn't smile. She stepped inside without asking. Martha stepped back. The door clicked shut behind her like a secret being sealed. "I don't want to be alone tonight," Fina whispered. The air between them thickened. Martha didn't answer. She didn't need to. Her eyes held the yes. Her hand found Fina's waist and pulled her close. They stood inches apart, breath mixing. Then their mouths collided. No patience, no politeness. It was a kiss born of fire. Wild. Deep. Martha's hand tangled in Fina's hair, tugging her head back slightly, tasting her deeper. Fina moaned softly into her mouth, her fingers gripping the silk at Martha's shoulders, dragging the robe down, exposing skin, inch by inch. Fina's slip was thin enough to feel the heat beneath it. Martha's palm slid over her back, down her spine, gripping her firmly. Fina arched into her, breathless. Her mouth found Martha's neck, her collarbone, teeth grazing skin with a flicker of dangerous need. Martha spun her gently but firmly, pinning Fina against the wall beside the door. Fina gasped as her back touched the cool wood, but her legs parted instinctively, letting Martha press against her thigh. Fina's voice was breath and gravel. "You're not what I expected." Martha smiled against her skin. "Neither are you." Then her mouth moved down, neck, chest, the swell of Fina's breast through silk. Martha's hand slid the fabric down, bared her. Fina let out a low, broken sound. "Tell me if you want me to stop," Martha whispered. "I'll scream if you do," Fina breathed. The bed was too far. They didn't make it. They sank to the floor tangled in silk, heat, and shadows. Martha's robe was gone. Fina's slip peeled away like skin. Her skin against hers. Hot, alive, desperate. Martha kissed down Fina's body like it was scripture, every inch, every curve. Her mouth, her tongue, her hands moved with reverence and hunger all at once. Fina gasped Martha's name again and again. Her body writhed. Her hands gripped Martha's hair, dragging her closer. There was no guide. No script. Just need. Primal, perfect. Their bodies met in rhythm, of thrust, grind, clutch, sweat slicked their skin. Fina arched. Martha followed. They rose and fell like the tide. It wasn't quiet. Not this time. There were moans, gasps, the sound of skin on skin, a table leg thudding the wall, breath catching right before it broke. Fina came undone in Martha's arms with a cry Martha silenced with her mouth. And then again. And again until her voice was hoarse, her body limp with pleasure. But Martha didn't stop. The hunger in her had only deepened. She rolled Fina gently, reversed their bodies, let her ride, slow and undulating, let Fina learn her, the same way. Her hands on Martha's chest, her hips moved in fluid, reverent circles, her mouth pressed kiss after kiss to Martha's lips, her throat, her shoulder. Their final climax was much slower, drawn out, devastating, a mutual surrender. When it was over, they collapsed, a heap of tangled limbs, breath, and hair, and laughter. Soft. Incredulous. "I didn't think I could feel this again," Fina whispered. Martha kissed her temple. "Feel what?" "Like I'm alive." Martha tucked a damp curl behind her ear and studied the woman in her arms. You are. They lay there on the carpet for a long time. The flicker of the fire danced across their bare skin. Outside, the estate was silent. Inside, Martha could hear only their breathing slowly sinking, slowing. Later, when they finally made it to the bed, Martha stayed awake just to watch her, just to memorize the way peace looked on Fina's face. She knew this moment couldn't last, but it was real. And for someone who lived her life in shadows, in lies, it meant more than she could say. It meant everything.